Hello, I'm Chuck Wade. I've been a volunteer with Audubon for over 20 years, in particular building nest box kits that children can help assemble. This video is to go through the assembly of a kit to build this nest box. The nest box is for common songbirds in your backyard, chickadees, nuthatches, titmice. The kit goes together very easily. It's available from the Santa Clara Valley Audubon Society. It goes together with screws and glue, and we provide more information on a handout that comes with it, but I'm going to tell you a little about it, and then we'll build one and you can see what's involved. We give you 6 boards that go together to make this box. You need to get the glue, but we put it together with glue and screws. Now the screws we drive with a common battery-powered drill. It's nice for a family unit in particular. That's very important these days with the pandemic, because the people who get close enough together are generally a family. But we do this for even preschool kids, and we do that by one person holding the kit, aligning the parts. The child does the gluing, and we then drive the screws with this. Now, for very small children, an adult holds it, and all the child has to do is run it. And it works very nicely if they have a little practice. But I warn you that for preschool kids, who we do a lot with, they may find this as exciting as building anything, so you have to be a little bit careful. Now, the kit comes with everything except glue. You can buy this at any hardware store. I happen to be using Titebond, which is one of them. But when you buy the glue, you have to be certain that it's for exterior use, that is outdoors. And there are about 3 brands that will do that. Another one is Gorilla wood glue, and that holds the kit together. It's very important. If you miss a couple of screws going in, this will hold it for a long time. It's very important that we follow safety with these, and you need to get safety glasses or safety goggles. So I'll wear those. Even for the small children, it's especially that they learn that you have to protect these, because you can't buy them on Amazon. Now the kit comes with everything but the glue. We've talked about that. I've done this for 20 years with Audubon, and we do about 150 kits a year. We've been lucky in those times to get funding for this almost every year from the IBM Corporation. This comes from 2 funds in IBM. One is the Ibm Community Fund, which provides grant possibilities for employees and retirees who are working with charitable organizations. The other, which has a similar goal, is local, and it is the IBM Volunteer Outreach Council. Now, cut and drill the kits, and we start with 4 feet wide by 8 feet tall pieces of plywood. We have to cut those into the right parts, drill everything, sand off the parts that are rough. We've been helped a great deal in this with the model shop from the IBM Almaden Research Center in San Jose, which provides jigs and suggestions on how to do these things. David Altnick at IBM is the man who runs that. also encourage you to have the children decorate the house. And for that, you need permanent ink and a Sharpie pen, different colors they come in if you want. But some children absolutely love that, and they'll spend an hour decorating the house. If you have a child like that, you might get some sandpaper to smooth the thing down. One thing I suggest you do, regardless of how much they like it, is get the date written somewhere on the house. It's up under here where it's protected. And the reason for that is, in a period of time about like that, it'll be 10 years, when you mount the box, you should put it 4 to 6 feet off the ground. You don't want animals to be able to jump up like cats and reach it. You can put it on a post, you can put it on a shed. You can also put it on a tree, but they're somewhat susceptible to attack from predators coming down the tree. From the colors comments that I've told you, you can't really predict where to site it. I'll give you an example of what not to do and how that works out. I have 2 grandkids who are now 20-some years old, and I told you we've been doing this for 20 years, so they started at age 4 or 5 building these houses. And the very first ones they built, they wanted red. So they put this shiny red paint on the house, hung it on their front doorstep, by the light, by the noisy doorbell, by the door swinging it out. They have chickadees every year. Now, I don't know if those are returning from the nesting that had happened, but I have a backyard with trees. It's much quieter. I will put out a house, and sometimes it goes 3 or 4 years without the birds getting it. So I suggest you just let your imagination take you where you want, because the birds will find it and they'll use it if they need it.